you is gentle, steady, endless. The night becomes quieter now, and your breathing grows softer. Your heartbeat begins slowing down. Your thoughts no longer need to race endlessly through your mind. Let them drift away slowly, like clouds disappearing into the dark sky. God is holding what you cannot carry tonight. Every fear, every uncertainty, every burden too heavy for your spirit. You do not have to solve everything before sleeping. You are allowed to rest, allowed to pause, allowed to breathe deeply again. And as the moonlight quietly fills the night, may peace slowly fill your heart too. A calm peace, a healing peace, a silence that comforts your soul. Tonight, God is protecting you while you rest, while your body grows still. His presence remains awake beside you, watching over your home, watching over your mind, watching over every hidden concern inside your heart. You are not abandoned in this night. You are not forgotten in your exhaustion. You are being held gently by a love greater than your fears. So breathe slowly again, and let your spirit become lighter. There is no need to rush this moment. The night is quiet. The atmosphere is calm. And little by little, your soul can finally begin letting go. Let go of the stress. Let go of the overthinking. Let go of the pressure living inside your chest. You have carried enough today. Now, rest. Simply rest. God's peace is flowing over you softly, like cool air beneath a sky filled with stars. And with every slow breath, your mind becomes quieter. Your body becomes heavier. Your thoughts become softer. Sleep is drawing near gently now. And before you drift deeper into rest, remember this: God will still be here when morning comes. His love will remain. His mercy will remain. His presence will remain beside you. So tonight, sleep without fear. Sleep knowing you are protected. Sleep knowing heaven watches over you. Sleep knowing your soul is safe in God's hands. And as the stars continue shining quietly above, may your heart finally discover stillness. May your mind loosen its grip on worry. May your spirit feel comforted again. Tonight, you can finally rest. The night grows deeper now, quieter, softer, and little by little, your thoughts no longer need to hold on to the noise of the day. Everything can slow down here. There is nothing you must fix right now. Nothing you must prove. Nothing demanding your strength anymore. Only this peaceful moment. This quiet space between you and God. And He is still near. Still watching over you with tenderness. Still surrounding you with a calm that asks nothing from you except to rest. So allow your breathing to become slower again. Steady. Gentle. Peaceful. Feel the stillness of the night around you. The sky remains stretched above the earth like a soft blanket of deep blue. The stars continue glowing quietly in the distance. Clouds drift slowly across the heavens. Without urgency. Without fear. And your soul can move slowly too. You no longer need to carry the pace of the world tonight. You are allowed to be still. Allowed to loosen your grip on every anxious thought. Allowed to rest inside the safety of God's presence. Maybe today felt emotionally heavy. Maybe there were moments that drained your spirit more than anyone realized. Sometimes exhaustion is invisible. Sometimes the deepest tiredness lives quietly inside the heart. And maybe you smiled through things that secretly hurt you. Maybe you stayed strong while silently feeling overwhelmed. But God saw all of it. Every hidden ache. Every moment your heart felt fragile. Every silent prayer you could not fully speak aloud. He noticed. And tonight, He is gently inviting your soul to release what it has been holding too tightly. Not all at once. Not forcefully. Just slowly. Breath by breath. Like leaves falling quietly from a tree in the middle of the night. Like waves settling peacefully after a storm. Like the sky becoming calm again after heavy clouds pass. Your heart can settle too. Even now. God is bringing peace into places inside you that have felt restless for so long. And maybe you do not even realize how deeply your soul has needed this stillness. The world moves so fast. Thoughts move so fast. Worries move so fast. But tonight, God is slowing everything down around you. The pressure can leave your body now. The tension inside your chest can soften. Your mind no longer needs to search endlessly for solutions. You are safe in this moment. Safe beneath God's care. Safe beneath His steady love. And even if tomorrow still carries unknowns, you do not need tomorrow right now. Tonight is simply for resting, for breathing, for letting your weary spirit recover. The moonlight quietly shines through the darkness, soft and steady, never rushing. And in the same way, God's peace enters gently into the tired places inside you. Not harshly, not loudly, but softly, like warm light entering a dark room. Maybe fear has been lingering in your thoughts lately. Fear about the future. Fear about situations you cannot control. Fear about things left uncertain. But tonight, those fears do not get to control your spirit. God is larger than every unknown waiting ahead. His presence stretches beyond tomorrow, beyond your worries, beyond the things keeping your heart awake at night. And even now, while you lie here quietly, He is already holding the moments you are afraid of. Nothing surprises Him. Nothing escapes His care. Nothing is beyond His reach. So let your thoughts rest now. You are not responsible for carrying the entire future on your shoulders tonight. You were never meant to. God is carrying what feels impossible to you. And your soul can finally breathe again because of that truth. Breathe slowly now. Deep and calm. Letting peace settle over you gently. Feel your body growing heavier with rest. Feel your mind becoming quieter with every passing moment. The tension is leaving little by little. The noise inside your thoughts is fading softly into the background. And the more the night deepens, the more your spirit begins surrendering to stillness. You do not have to force sleep. You do not need to chase peace. Just remain here. Quietly. Gently. With God beside you. Sometimes healing begins in moments exactly like this. Not through striving. Not through endless effort. But through stillness. Through surrender. Through finally allowing yourself to rest emotionally. And tonight, God is comforting the tired places inside your soul. Places you may not even have words for. Places hidden beneath the surface. Places carrying old fears. Old sadness. Old exhaustion. His presence reaches those places softly. Lovingly. Patiently. Nothing inside you is too broken for His tenderness. Nothing inside you is too exhausted for His peace. So let yourself feel safe tonight. Truly safe. Not because life is perfect. Not because every problem disappeared. But because God remains faithful even in imperfect seasons. Even in uncertainty. Even in sleepless nights. Even in emotional weariness. He stays close. Always close. And as the stars continue shimmering above the earth, may your soul begin drifting farther away from anxiety. Farther away from pressure. Farther away from fear. The night is becoming softer now. You're breathing slower now. Your thoughts quieter now. Everything inside you can begin resting fully. God is near your bed tonight. Near your mind. Near your heart. Near every emotion you carried into this evening. And His presence feels calm. Steady. Warm, like gentle light glowing softly in the darkness. Nothing needs to be solved right now. Nothing needs your attention anymore tonight. Rest can come slowly. Peace can come softly. Sleep can arrive gently. And as your eyes grow heavier, may your spirit feel lighter. May comfort replace tension. May calmness replace worry. May stillness replace overthinking. Tonight, you do not need to fear the darkness, because God walks beside you even here. His peace fills the quiet spaces of the night. His love remains awake while you sleep. And little by little, your soul is learning how to rest again. So breathe once more. Slowly. Peacefully. Letting every breath carry you deeper into calmness. The stars continue glowing softly above. The clouds continue drifting slowly across the heavens. And beneath this peaceful night, you are safe. Completely safe. Held gently inside the presence of God. Now let your mind grow quiet. Let your heart become still. And let peaceful sleep slowly find you. The night has become even quieter now. as if the world itself has finally slowed down. The distant noise of the day feels far away. The pressure, the rushing thoughts, the endless mental weight, all of it can begin fading softly into the background. Right now, there is only this peaceful moment. Only your breathing, slow and calm, and the gentle presence of God beside you. You do not need to carry today anymore. You made it through. Even if the day felt difficult, even if your emotions became heavy, even if your mind grew tired from thinking too much, you are here now. And tonight is not asking you to keep fighting. Tonight is inviting you to rest. Deeply, completely, peacefully. So let your body relax even more. Allow the muscles in your face to soften. Let the tension leave your shoulders. Let your jaw unclench gently. Feel your chest rise and fall slowly. Without effort. Without pressure. There is healing in this stillness. Healing in the quiet. Healing in finally allowing yourself to stop carrying everything alone. God never asked your heart to survive without rest. He never asked your mind to stay trapped in endless worry. And tonight, His peace is covering you softly like a warm blanket in the middle of the night. Safe, comforting, gentle. The moon remains high above the earth, watching over the quiet world below. The stars continue flickering softly in the darkness. Clouds drift slowly across the sky. Unhurried, peaceful, weightless. And maybe your soul can become weightless too. Not because life suddenly became easy, but because God is helping you release what you were never meant to hold forever. Some burdens have lived in your heart for too long. Some fears have stayed in your thoughts night after night. Some worries have followed you into moments that were supposed to feel peaceful. But tonight, you are allowed to put them down. Even briefly. Even softly. God can hold them while you rest. He is not overwhelmed by what overwhelms you. He is not exhausted by what exhausts you. His strength remains steady. His peace remains constant. And His love remains gentle toward your tired soul. So breathe slowly again. Letting your mind drift farther away from stress. Farther away from tension. Farther away from fear. The night itself feels calm now. The atmosphere feels softer. And your thoughts no longer need to move so quickly. Maybe there are things you wish you could change. Maybe there are conversations replaying quietly inside your mind. Moments you wish had gone differently. Words you wish you had said. Pain you wish you could erase. But tonight, you do not need to relive every memory. You do not need to stay trapped inside every emotion. God is slowly quieting the storm inside your mind. Not with pressure. Not with force. But with peace. Soft peace. Deep peace. The kind of peace that settles gently over the heart little by little. And even now, as you rest here quietly, your soul is beginning to feel lighter. Your breathing grows deeper. Your body feels heavier against the bed. Your eyelids grow softer. Sleep is moving closer gently, without rushing you. There is something comforting about the night. Something sacred about these quiet hours when everything slows down. The darkness no longer feels frightening here, because God's presence fills every corner of it. You are not alone in this room. Not alone with your thoughts. Not alone with your fears. He remains near, watching over you lovingly, protecting your heart, guarding your peace. And maybe tonight your soul simply needs reassurance. Maybe deep inside, you need to know that things will eventually be okay. That you will breathe peacefully again. That your heart will not always feel this heavy. That your mind will not always feel so crowded. And slowly, God is reminding your spirit that healing does come. Not always quickly. Not always loudly. But gently. Like morning light slowly appearing after a long night. Little by little, peace returns. Strength returns. Hope returns. And tonight, rest is returning too. So let yourself drift deeper into calmness now. You no longer need to stay emotionally alert. You no longer need to prepare yourself for every possible outcome. This moment is safe. This night is covered by God's presence. The stars continue shining above you quietly. The clouds continue moving peacefully across the sky. And your soul can move slowly too. No pressure. No striving. Only rest now. Only peace now. Only the steady comfort of God surrounding you. Feel the calmness settling deeper into your chest. The heaviness inside your thoughts begins loosening. The anxiety slowly loses its grip. Your spirit no longer feels trapped in urgency. Everything is slowing down beautifully now. Even your heartbeat feels softer. More peaceful. More still. And as the night deepens, God continues holding you carefully through every quiet moment. His love remains patient. Patient with your healing. Patient with your fears. Patient with the parts of you still learning how to rest. You do not need to become perfectly peaceful overnight. You do not need to silence every thought immediately. Just continue breathing slowly. Continue resting gently. Continue allowing God to comfort your weary soul. That is enough tonight. More than enough. The world outside can wait until morning. Tomorrow can wait. The unanswered questions can wait. Right now, your soul needs rest more than answers. And God understands that completely. So allow your thoughts to drift farther away now. Like soft clouds disappearing into the night sky. Feel yourself sinking deeper into stillness. Deeper into quietness. Deeper into peace. The room feels calm. The atmosphere feels warm and safe. And God remains near. Steady as the stars above you. Tonight, you can sleep without fear. Without pressure. Without carrying the entire weight of tomorrow. You are being watched over lovingly. Protected gently. Held safely. And as sleep slowly reaches your tired mind, may your soul finally discover deep rest again. A peaceful rest. A healing rest. A quiet rest wrapped gently in the presence of God. Now breathe softly once more. And let the night carry you deeper into peace. The night continues unfolding softly around you. Quiet. Peaceful. Unhurried. Everything feels slower now. Even your thoughts are beginning to move more gently through your mind. The tension that followed you through the day is slowly fading. The heaviness inside your chest is loosening little by little. And here in this calm moment, you no longer need to stay strong for anyone. You can simply rest. God is still beside you. Still near your heart. Still watching over you with a love that never grows tired. And while the world outside becomes quieter, your soul can become quieter too. There is no rush here. No pressure waiting for you. No need to force peace to happen. Just breathe slowly. And allow stillness to settle deeper inside you. The stars remain scattered across the dark sky above. Soft clouds drift gently beneath the moonlight. Everything in creation seems calm tonight. The trees stand quietly in the cool night air. The wind moves softly through the distance. The heavens themselves feel peaceful. And your spirit was created for peace too. Not endless fear. Not constant worry. Not exhaustion that never rests. God longs for your heart to experience calmness again. Real calmness. The kind that reaches deep inside your soul. The kind that quiets the noise you carry silently. Maybe your mind has been overwhelmed lately. Too many thoughts. Too many emotions. Too many things pulling at your heart all at once. Sometimes the mind becomes tired long before the body does. Sometimes emotional exhaustion feels invisible to everyone else. But God sees it clearly. He understands the weight you cannot always explain. He notices the silent fatigue inside your spirit. And tonight, He is gently inviting you to release it into His hands. Not all at once. Not perfectly. Just slowly. Moment by moment. Like the ocean settling after rough waves. Like rain finally stopping after a storm. Like darkness becoming peaceful beneath the glow of the moon. Your soul can settle too. Even now. Peace is entering places inside you that have felt restless for far too long. So let your breathing remain slow. Calm. Steady. Feel the quietness surrounding you. Feel your body growing heavier with rest. Feel your mind becoming softer with every passing moment. There is comfort in this stillness. Comfort in knowing you are not alone tonight. God is fully present here with you. Near every anxious thought. Near every hidden fear. Near every tired emotion you carried into this evening. Nothing about your exhaustion pushes Him away. Nothing about your struggles makes Him distant. He remains close. Closer than your worries. Closer than your fears. Closer than the thoughts keeping you awake at night. And maybe tonight, your soul simply needs permission to stop fighting for a little while. Permission to stop overthinking every detail. Permission to stop carrying responsibilities that were never meant to crush your spirit. You are allowed to rest. Allowed to breathe deeply. Allowed to let the night hold you gently. The moonlight continues shining quietly through the darkness. Soft, steady, faithful. And God's love feels the same way tonight. Quietly faithful. Quietly comforting. Quietly surrounding your heart with peace. Even if your life feels uncertain sometimes, His presence remains steady. Even if your emotions feel fragile, His care remains constant. Even if tomorrow still feels unclear, you do not have to fear it tonight. God is already there. Already walking ahead of you. Already preparing strength for moments you have not reached yet. So your soul does not need to stay awake trying to control everything. You can release tomorrow now. You can let go of the pressure to understand every outcome. You can rest inside the safety of God's care. And as you continue breathing softly, your thoughts begin drifting farther away. The worries grow quieter. The noise inside your mind becomes more distant. Everything feels softer now. More peaceful. More still. This is where your soul begins healing. Not in striving. Not in fear. But in peaceful surrender. In allowing yourself to become quiet before God. In allowing His calmness to steady your weary heart. The night itself feels sacred now. Almost like heaven has wrapped this moment in gentleness. The stars continue shining silently above the earth. The clouds move slowly across the sky. The world rests quietly beneath the moonlight. And little by little, your spirit is learning how to rest too. There is no danger in stillness tonight. No danger in slowing down. No danger in letting yourself finally breathe again. You are safe here. Safe in this peaceful moment. Safe in the quiet presence of God. Safe beneath His loving attention. Even now, while your eyes grow heavier, God continues watching over you faithfully, protecting your home, protecting your heart, protecting your peace. Nothing slips beyond His awareness. Nothing escapes His care. And because of that, your soul can finally begin unclenching. The fear does not have to stay. The anxiety does not have to control this night. The overthinking does not have to keep spinning endlessly. God's peace is larger than all of it. Stronger than all of it. Gentler than all of it. So let yourself drift deeper into calmness now. Feel the quiet warmth of safety surrounding you. Feel your breathing slowing even more. Feel sleep drawing closer softly. Without effort. Without pressure. Your body knows how to rest. Your soul knows how to rest. And God is gently leading you there now. The night grows softer. Your thoughts grow dimmer. Your heartbeat grows calmer. Everything inside you is slowly becoming still. And maybe for the first time in a while, Your spirit can finally stop bracing itself. You do not need to stay emotionally guarded tonight. You do not need to stay mentally prepared for every possible fear. God is here. And His presence is enough. Enough for this moment. Enough for this night. Enough for your tired soul. So breathe deeply once more. Slowly. Peacefully. And allow yourself to sink fully into rest. The stars continue glowing softly above you. The heavens remain calm and steady. And beneath this peaceful night, you are completely safe, held gently inside the loving presence of God. Now let your thoughts fade quietly into the distance. And let peaceful sleep slowly carry you into rest. The night feels even quieter now, as though every sound in the world has softened into stillness. Your breathing has become slower, gentler, more peaceful, and your thoughts no longer need to move with the same urgency they carried earlier. Everything can rest here. Everything can slow down. You have done enough for today. Truly enough. There is nothing else you need to carry tonight. No burden you must solve before sleep arrives. No fear that deserves to steal this peaceful moment from you. God is here now, steady and calm beside you. And His presence feels like warmth in the middle of darkness, like soft light shining quietly through the night, like safety wrapping gently around your weary soul. So allow yourself to sink deeper into rest, deeper into stillness, deeper into peace. The moon remains glowing softly above the earth. Clouds drift slowly beneath the stars. The wind moves quietly through the night air. Everything feels calm, unhurried, at peace. And your spirit can enter that peace too. You no longer need to fight every thought that appears in your mind. You no longer need to hold yourself tightly together. Tonight, you are allowed to let go. Little by little. Breath by breath. Maybe there are emotions inside you that have been waiting for rest for a very long time. Silent sadness. Lingering anxiety. Exhaustion hidden beneath daily responsibilities. Sometimes the soul becomes tired in ways words cannot fully explain. But God understands every hidden part of your heart. He sees the weariness behind your silence. He notices the moments when your mind feels overcrowded. He understands the nights when your thoughts refuse to slow down. And tonight, He is gently calming those places inside you. Not with pressure, not with harshness, but with tenderness. Soft tenderness. The kind that allows the nervous heart to finally breathe again. So breathe deeply now. And let the calmness settle farther into your body. Feel the muscles in your shoulders relaxing more. Feel the heaviness behind your eyes growing softer. Feel the quiet warmth of peace spreading slowly through your chest. There is healing happening even here. In this stillness. Even now. While you rest quietly beneath the night sky. God is comforting your spirit in ways you may not even fully realize yet. The stars continue shining faithfully above you. Steady, silent, beautiful. And God's care for you remains steady too. Even on difficult days. Even in uncertain seasons. Even in moments when you feel emotionally fragile. His love does not disappear when your strength feels small. His presence does not leave when your mind feels tired. He remains close. Always close. And tonight, your soul does not need to be afraid anymore. Not afraid of the darkness. Not afraid of tomorrow. Not afraid of the unknown. Because God is already holding what you cannot yet see. Already standing inside the future you keep worrying about. Already preparing peace for moments your heart has not reached yet. So your thoughts can finally rest. You do not need to mentally carry every possible outcome tonight. You do not need to prepare yourself for every fear. You are safe in God's hands. Safe in His care. Safe in His presence. And slowly, that safety is becoming something your spirit can actually feel. The pressure inside your chest is easing. The anxiety is loosening its grip. The constant mental noise is becoming quieter. Everything feels softer now. More distant. More peaceful. The night itself seems to cradle your tired soul gently. Like a calm ocean beneath the stars. Like clouds floating slowly through endless sky. Like soft moonlight resting peacefully across the earth. This is the kind of peace God longs to give your heart. Not temporary comfort. Not fragile calmness. But deep rest. Deep stillness. A peace that reaches into the hidden places inside you. The places carrying stress for too long. The places tired from surviving. The places longing to finally feel safe again. And tonight, you are safe. Completely safe. God is near your bed. Near your breathing. Near every quiet thought drifting through your mind. His presence fills this room gently. Warmly. Lovingly. Nothing about this moment needs to feel rushed. Sleep will come softly. Naturally. Like waves slowly reaching the shore. Like night settling peacefully over the world. Like stars appearing one by one in the heavens. Your body already knows how to rest. Your soul is remembering how to rest too. So let your breathing stay slow. Let your thoughts drift farther away. Let every exhale release more tension from your spirit. There is no danger in slowing down tonight. No danger in becoming still. No danger in trusting God with the things beyond your control. You do not have to stay emotionally alert anymore. You do not have to remain guarded. The day is over now. And this quiet night belongs to peace. Belongs to rest. Belongs to healing. The sky above remains calm and endless. The stars continue glowing softly in the distance. Clouds move gently beneath the moonlight. And beneath this peaceful heaven, God is watching over you faithfully, protecting your sleep, protecting your mind, protecting your heart. Nothing can separate you from His loving care tonight. Nothing can pull you away from His peace. And as your eyes grow heavier, your soul grows lighter. The fears feel farther away now. The worries no longer feel so loud. Everything inside you is beginning to soften beautifully. The night grows deeper, quieter, more peaceful. And little by little, you are drifting closer to deep rest. So breathe softly once more, and let your spirit fully relax now. Let the calmness carry you gently. Let the stillness comfort you completely. Let the presence of God surround every part of you tonight. And as the stars continue shining silently above, may peaceful sleep finally settle over your heart like gentle moonlight. Safe, quiet, protected, at rest. The night has become wonderfully still now. So still that even your thoughts seem quieter than before. The world outside continues slowing down beneath the dark sky. Lights in distant homes fade softly one by one. The wind moves gently through the trees. Clouds drift peacefully across the heavens. And somewhere above it all, the stars continue shining with calm and steady beauty. There is something comforting about knowing the night keeps moving gently forward, without rushing, without fear. And your soul can move gently too. You do not need to hurry yourself into peace. You do not need to force your mind to become perfectly quiet. Rest happens softly, slowly, like waves settling after a storm, like breathing becoming calm again after tears, like a tired heart finally realizing it no longer has to carry everything alone. God is still here with you, closer than the silence around you. Closer than the fears that tried to follow you into this night. Closer than the thoughts that once felt so loud inside your mind. His presence remains steady. Steady like moonlight resting across calm water. Steady like stars holding their place in the sky. Steady like gentle hands comforting an exhausted soul. And tonight, your soul is being comforted. Even if you cannot fully feel it yet. Even if your emotions still feel fragile sometimes. God is quietly bringing peace into the deepest places inside you. Places carrying old stress, old disappointments, old fears you never fully released. Some burdens stay hidden inside the heart for a very long time. Sometimes people never see them. Sometimes words cannot describe them clearly. But God sees them all. Every hidden ache, every silent struggle, every moment you felt emotionally tired and tried to keep going anyway. He saw all of it with tenderness, never with judgment, never with impatience. Only love, gentle love. And tonight, that love is allowing your weary spirit to finally rest. So breathe slowly again, deep and calm, allowing the night air to feel soft around you. Feel your body becoming heavier against the bed. Feel your heartbeat settling into peaceful rhythm. Feel your thoughts drifting farther into quietness. There is no danger here. No pressure waiting for you. No expectation demanding your strength. Only peace now. Only stillness. Only the comforting presence of God surrounding you like warm light in the darkness. The moon continues glowing softly above the earth. The stars shimmer quietly across the sky. And your soul is beginning to glow with peace too. A gentle peace. A quiet peace. A peace that does not need to announce itself loudly. It simply settles softly inside you. Little by little. Perhaps tonight your heart has been longing for safety more than anything else. Not physical safety alone, but emotional safety. The kind of safety where your mind no longer feels trapped in survival mode. The kind of safety where your heart can finally unclench. The kind of safety where your soul no longer feels alone with its fears. And tonight, God is giving your spirit that safety gently. You do not have to stay prepared for disaster. You do not have to keep replaying every worst-case scenario. You do not have to remain exhausted by overthinking. God is watching over you even now. Watching over this room. Watching over your breathing. Watching over every silent emotion resting inside your heart tonight. And because He is near, your spirit can finally begin relaxing completely. You are held. Held through uncertainty. Held through emotional exhaustion. Held through nights when your thoughts feel too heavy. Held through moments when you do not know what tomorrow will bring. God's care does not weaken when life feels uncertain. His love does not disappear when your emotions feel fragile. He remains constant, steady, faithful, and slowly, your soul is starting to believe that again. The tension inside your body continues melting away softly. Your shoulders feel lighter. Your breathing feels deeper. Your eyelids grow heavier with peaceful tiredness. Sleep is drawing near gently now. Not suddenly. Not forcefully. But quietly. Like soft rain falling through the night. Like clouds drifting slowly beneath the stars. Like calmness wrapping itself around your heart. There is no need to resist rest anymore. You are safe enough to sleep. Safe enough to become still. Safe enough to let go. Even if there are unanswered questions waiting for tomorrow, they do not belong in your hands tonight. Even if uncertainty still exists somewhere ahead, you do not need to carry it into your sleep. God will still be present tomorrow morning. Still faithful. Still loving. Still guiding you gently forward. So tonight, your only responsibility is to rest, to breathe, to allow peace to settle deeply into your soul. And as the night deepens further, everything inside you grows softer. The anxious thoughts lose their strength. The emotional heaviness begins lifting. The fear becomes quieter. Your spirit no longer feels trapped in tension. Instead, there is calmness here. Warm calmness. Healing calmness. The kind of calmness that slowly restores tired hearts. The stars above remain peaceful and unmoving. The heavens continue glowing with quiet beauty. And beneath this peaceful sky, God is holding you lovingly through the night, protecting your sleep, protecting your peace, protecting your weary heart. Nothing can reach you outside His care. Nothing can separate you from His presence tonight. So let your breathing slow once more. Very gently, very softly, and allow your thoughts to fade deeper into stillness. The world can wait until morning. The worries can wait until morning. Tomorrow can wait. Right now, your soul needs rest. Deep rest. Sacred rest. And little by little, sleep is finding you now. Quietly, peacefully, lovingly, as though heaven itself is whispering calmness over your tired spirit. So rest now, beneath the stars, beneath the quiet sky, beneath the faithful presence of God. And let peaceful sleep carry you gently through the rest of this night. The night feels softer than ever now, as though peace itself has settled quietly over everything around you. The room is calm. The air feels still. Even your thoughts are beginning to drift more slowly, like clouds floating peacefully across a silent sky. There is no need to hold on to tension anymore. No need to brace yourself against tomorrow. No need to keep carrying the emotional weight of everything all at once. Tonight, you are being invited into rest. Gentle rest. Deep rest. The kind of rest that reaches beyond the body and touches the soul. And God remains here with you. Steady. Patient. Tender. His presence has not left for a single moment. Even through your overthinking. Even through your fears. Even through the nights when anxiety felt louder than peace. He stayed. Quietly beside you. Lovingly near you. And now, as the world grows darker and more peaceful outside, your soul can begin surrendering fully to calmness. The stars continue shining softly above the earth. The moon rests high in the heavens. The night moves gently forward without rushing. Everything feels safe. Still, protected, and your spirit can feel protected too. You do not have to keep scanning for danger. You do not have to stay emotionally prepared for every possible disappointment. God is already watching over the things beyond your control. Already standing in tomorrow. Already holding the future in hands far stronger than yours. So breathe slowly now. Deep and peaceful. And let your body sink deeper into rest. Feel the mattress beneath you supporting your tired body. Feel your muscles continuing to relax. Feel your heartbeat slowing into calm rhythm. Everything inside you is gradually becoming quiet. The thoughts that once felt loud now seem farther away. The worries no longer feel so close. The tension continues, leaving little by little. And maybe tonight, your soul is finally realizing it does not have to survive alone. You were never meant to carry every burden by yourself. Never meant to hold endless stress inside your chest. Never meant to stay trapped in fear night after night. God has always been near enough to hold you through it all. Even when you could not feel Him clearly. Even when your emotions became exhausted. Even when peace felt distant. His presence remained faithful. Like stars hidden behind clouds. Still there even when unseen. And tonight, those clouds inside your mind are beginning to clear slowly. The emotional noise is fading. The pressure is softening. The fear is loosening its grip. Everything feels calmer now. More distant. More peaceful. The night itself seems wrapped in gentleness. The heavens feel quiet and endless above you. Soft moonlight rests across the sleeping world. And beneath that peaceful sky, your soul is being cared for tenderly. You are not forgotten tonight. Not invisible. Not abandoned inside your struggles. God sees every hidden emotion resting inside your heart. Every silent worry. Every memory that still aches. Every exhausting thought that followed you into this evening. And with great tenderness, He is comforting those places inside you now. Not rushing your healing. Not demanding perfection from you. Simply loving you patiently through the process. So let yourself become even more still. Even more relaxed. Even more peaceful. Sleep is drawing closer now. Softly. Naturally. Like waves gently reaching the shore beneath moonlight. Your body knows how to rest. Your breathing knows how to slow down. And your soul is slowly remembering what safety feels like. Real safety. The kind that allows your mind to stop racing. The kind that allows your heart to stop bracing for pain. The kind that allows your spirit to finally loosen its grip on fear. And tonight, that safety is found in God's presence. His peace surrounds this room. His calmness fills the silence. His love watches over you carefully through every passing moment of the night. Nothing about tomorrow needs your attention right now. Nothing needs to be solved before you sleep. You are allowed to rest without having all the answers. Allowed to become quiet without fixing everything first. Allowed to trust that God will still guide you when morning arrives. And He will. Faithfully. Tenderly. Lovingly. Just as He always has. The stars continue glowing softly above. The clouds drift slowly across the sky. The earth rests peacefully beneath the night. And little by little, your mind is resting too. The anxious thoughts feel heavier now. Too heavy to continue racing. Your eyelids feel warm and sleepy. Your breathing feels deep and slow. Everything inside you is surrendering gently to stillness. There is comfort here. Healing here. A quiet kind of peace that settles deep into tired hearts. And perhaps this is what your spirit has needed most. Not more pressure. Not more striving. Not more answers. But rest. Sacred rest. Healing rest. The kind of rest that reminds you that you are held safely even while you sleep. God will remain awake while you rest tonight, watching over your home, watching over your heart, watching over every unseen detail of your life. Nothing escapes His care. Nothing slips beyond His love. So your soul can finally stop carrying the weight of the world tonight. You are safe enough to sleep. Safe enough to let go. Safe enough to become completely still. And as sleep slowly draws you deeper into peace, may every fearful thought continue fading into silence. May every anxious feeling become softer. May every part of your spirit feel wrapped gently in the calm presence of God. The night grows deeper now, quieter, more peaceful, and beneath the steady glow of heaven above, you are resting safely, completely protected, completely loved, completely held. Now breathe softly once more, and let peaceful sleep carry you gently through the quiet remainder of this beautiful night. The night has settled deeply now, so deeply that everything around you feels wrapped in quiet peace. The darkness no longer feels heavy. It feels gentle, soft, comforting, like the entire world has finally exhaled. And perhaps your soul can exhale too. You have carried so much inside your heart lately. So many thoughts. So many silent emotions. So many moments of trying to stay strong while feeling exhausted underneath it all. But tonight, there is no need to keep holding everything so tightly. God is here, and His presence feels calm enough for your soul to finally rest. So breathe slowly again, very gently, allowing the stillness of the night to settle deeper into you. Feel the softness of this moment. Feel the safety surrounding you quietly. Feel your body sinking more comfortably into rest. Nothing is demanding your energy now. Nothing is asking you to solve the future tonight. You are simply here, safe beneath the watchful care of God. The stars continue glowing peacefully above the sleeping earth. The moon shines softly through the darkness. Clouds move silently across the heavens. Slow, steady, without fear. And little by little, your spirit is becoming steady too. The anxious tension that once filled your thoughts is fading farther into the distance. The emotional weight inside your chest feels lighter now. Even your heartbeat seems calmer, more peaceful, more still. This is what safety feels like. Not perfect circumstances. Not a life without uncertainty. But the quiet assurance that God remains near through all of it. Near through every fear. Near through every sleepless night. near through every hidden struggle nobody else fully sees. He has never stopped watching over you, never stopped caring for you tenderly. Even in moments when you felt emotionally overwhelmed, His love remained constant, faithful, gentle, patient. And tonight, that love is helping your weary soul finally slow down. Perhaps there are still things your mind wants to hold on to, questions without answers, concerns about tomorrow, thoughts trying to pull your attention back into worry. But you do not have to follow those thoughts tonight. You can let them pass quietly, like clouds drifting slowly across the sky. You do not need to chase them. You do not need to solve them right now. God is already holding what you cannot control, already carrying what feels too heavy for your heart. And because of that, you are allowed to rest deeply. The night itself feels peaceful now, almost sacred. The silence feels soft instead of lonely. The darkness feels calm instead of frightening. Because God's presence fills this moment completely. You are not alone here. Not alone with your thoughts. Not alone with your fears. Not alone with the emotions you rarely speak aloud. God remains beside you through every quiet breath of this night, watching over you lovingly, protecting your peace, comforting your spirit gently. And maybe tonight, your soul is finally beginning to believe that it is truly safe. Safe enough to stop overthinking. Safe enough to stop preparing for every possible fear. Safe enough to unclench emotionally. Safe enough to become still. Real stillness. The kind that allows healing to quietly begin. The kind that slows the nervous system. The kind that reminds your heart it no longer has to survive in constant tension. So let your breathing remain slow and deep. Feel every exhale releasing more pressure from your body. Feel every passing moment drawing you farther away from anxiety. Everything feels softer now. More distant, more peaceful. Sleep is moving closer gently, without force, without urgency, like soft waves rolling onto a quiet shore beneath the moonlight. Your eyes feel heavier now. Your thoughts feel quieter now. Your spirit feels calmer now. And above you, the heavens remain peaceful and still. The stars continue shining faithfully in the darkness. A quiet reminder that even in dark moments, light still remains. Hope still remains. You are safe enough to sleep. Safe enough to let go. Safe enough to become completely still. And as sleep slowly draws you deeper into peace, may every fearful thought continue fading into silence. May every anxious feeling become softer. May every part of your spirit feel wrapped gently in the calm presence of God. The night grows deeper now, quieter, more peaceful. and beneath the steady glow of heaven above. You are resting safely, completely protected, completely loved, completely held. Now breathe softly once more, and let peaceful sleep carry you gently through the quiet remainder of this beautiful night. The night has settled deeply now, so deeply that everything around you feels wrapped in quiet peace. The darkness no longer feels heavy. It feels gentle, soft, comforting, like the entire world has finally exhaled. And perhaps your soul can exhale too. You have carried so much inside your heart lately. So many thoughts. So many silent emotions. So many moments of trying to stay strong while feeling exhausted underneath it all. But tonight, there is no need to keep holding everything so tightly. God is here, and His presence feels calm enough for your soul to finally rest. So breathe slowly again, very gently, allowing the stillness of the night to settle deeper into you. Feel the softness of this moment. Feel the safety surrounding you quietly. Feel your body sinking more comfortably into rest. Nothing is demanding your energy now. Nothing is asking you to solve the future tonight. You are simply here, safe beneath the watchful care of God. The stars continue glowing peacefully above the sleeping earth. The moon shines softly through the darkness. Clouds move silently across the heavens. Slow, steady, without fear. And little by little, your spirit is becoming steady too. The anxious tension that once filled your thoughts is fading farther into the distance. The emotional weight inside your chest feels lighter now. Even your heartbeat seems calmer, more peaceful, more still. This is what safety feels like. Not perfect circumstances, not a life without uncertainty, but the quiet assurance that God remains near through all of it. Near through every fear. Near through every sleepless night. Near through every hidden struggle nobody else fully sees. He has never stopped watching over you. Never stopped caring for you tenderly. Even in moments when you felt emotionally overwhelmed, His love remained constant, faithful, gentle, patient. And tonight, that love is helping your weary soul finally slow down. Perhaps there are still things your mind wants to hold on to. Questions without answers. Concerns about tomorrow. Thoughts trying to pull your attention back into worry. But you do not have to follow those thoughts tonight. You can let them pass quietly, like clouds drifting slowly across the sky. You do not need to chase them. You do not need to solve them right now. God is already holding what you cannot control, already carrying what feels too heavy for your heart. And because of that, you are allowed to rest deeply. The night itself feels peaceful now, almost sacred. The silence feels soft instead of lonely. The darkness feels calm instead of frightening. Because God's presence fills this moment completely. You are not alone here. Not alone with your thoughts. Not alone with your fears. Not alone with the emotions you rarely speak aloud. God remains beside you through every quiet breath of this night, watching over you lovingly, protecting your peace, comforting your spirit gently. And maybe tonight, your soul is finally beginning to believe that it is truly safe. Safe enough to stop overthinking. Safe enough to stop preparing for every possible fear. Safe enough to unclench emotionally. Safe enough to become still. Real stillness. The kind that allows healing to quietly begin. The kind that slows the nervous system. The kind that reminds your heart it no longer has to survive in constant tension. So let your breathing remain slow and deep. Feel every exhale releasing more pressure from your body. Feel every passing moment drawing you farther away from anxiety. Everything feels softer now. More distant. More peaceful. Sleep is moving closer gently. Without force. Without urgency. Like soft waves rolling onto a quiet shore beneath the moonlight. Your eyes feel heavier now. Your thoughts feel quieter now. Your spirit feels calmer now. And above you, the heavens remain peaceful and still. The stars continue shining faithfully in the darkness. A quiet reminder that even in dark moments, light still remains. Hope still remains. God still remains. Always. Even when life feels uncertain. Even when emotions feel overwhelming. Even when the future feels unclear. His presence never leaves you. And tonight, His peace is wrapping itself around your tired soul like a warm blanket, protecting you, comforting you, holding you gently through the night. Nothing can separate you from His care. Nothing can pull you away from His love. You are fully seen tonight, fully known, fully protected. So there is no need to fear sleep anymore. No need to resist rest. No need to keep carrying today into tomorrow. This night belongs to peace now. Belongs to stillness. Belongs to healing. And as your breathing grows even slower, your body relaxes more completely. The tension continues melting away softly. Your thoughts fade farther into silence. The noise inside your mind no longer feels important. Everything is becoming quiet. Beautifully quiet. And somewhere deep inside, your soul is finally resting. Not struggling. Not striving. Simply resting safely in God's presence. The world outside remains calm beneath the night sky. Clouds drift gently through the darkness. Moonlight stretches softly across the earth. And beneath that peaceful heaven, you are being watched over with perfect love. So let yourself drift now, deeper into stillness, deeper into softness, deeper into peaceful sleep. Tomorrow will arrive in its own time. And when it does, God will still be there beside you, still faithful, still loving, still guiding you gently forward. But for now, rest. Just rest. Let the stars shine quietly above you. Let the silence comfort your soul. Let God carry every burden too heavy for your heart tonight. And as peaceful sleep finally settles over you completely, may your spirit remain wrapped in calmness, safe, protected, and deeply loved through every quiet moment of this beautiful night. The night feels endlessly peaceful now, like the whole world has become quiet enough for your soul to finally breathe freely again. Everything around you is softened. The darkness feels calm. The silence feels gentle. Even the air itself seems filled with stillness. And slowly, very slowly, your spirit is settling into that stillness too. There is nowhere else you need to be right now. Nothing else you need to carry. Nothing demanding your strength anymore tonight. Only rest. Only peace. Only the loving presence of God quietly surrounding you. Your breathing is slower now. Deep and steady. Like calm waves beneath a moonlit sky. Your body feels warm and heavy with rest. Your thoughts no longer race the way they once did. They drift softly now, farther and farther into quietness. And maybe for the first time today, your heart feels safe enough to fully relax. That safety is precious, sacred, because so much of life asks your spirit to stay alert, to stay prepared, to stay emotionally guarded. But tonight, you do not need to protect yourself from everything. God is already protecting you, watching over you faithfully through every moment of this peaceful night. His care has not weakened. His love has not become distant. Even in your exhaustion, He remains close, closer than the stars above you, closer than the breath moving slowly through your lungs, closer than the fears that once felt so loud inside your mind. And His presence feels comforting now, steady like gentle moonlight resting over quiet water. Perhaps your soul has been tired for longer than you realized. Sometimes emotional exhaustion arrives slowly, quietly, without warning. And after carrying stress for so long, the heart forgets what peace feels like. The mind forgets how to become still. The body forgets how to truly rest. But tonight, God is reminding every part of you that rest is safe again. Stillness is safe again. Peace is safe again. You no longer need to stay trapped in survival mode. You no longer need to expect disaster around every corner. You no longer need to hold your breath emotionally. The night is calm now. And God's presence is calming you too. So breathe softly again. And let your shoulders relax even more. Feel the remaining tension leaving your body gently. Feel the pressure inside your chest becoming lighter. Feel your spirit unclenching little by little. Everything is becoming softer, more peaceful, more still. The stars continue glowing silently in the heavens. clouds drift slowly across the night sky. The earth rests beneath the moonlight without fear. And beneath that same peaceful sky, you are resting too. Safely. Completely safely. There is something beautiful about surrendering to rest. Not giving up. Not losing hope. But allowing yourself to stop carrying burdens alone for a little while. Allowing God to hold what your weary heart no longer can. And tonight, He is holding you gently. Holding your fears. Holding your worries. Holding every hidden ache inside your spirit with tenderness. Nothing about your emotions scares Him away. Nothing about your anxiety makes Him impatient. He remains kind toward your tired soul. Patient with your healing. Faithful through every sleepless season. And slowly, that faithfulness is becoming something your spirit can finally feel. The fear feels farther away now. The overthinking grows quieter. The pressure no longer feels so heavy. Sleep is moving closer softly, like peaceful rain falling in the distance, like warm light fading gently into darkness, like stars appearing one by one across the evening sky. There is no need to resist rest anymore. Your soul deserves peace tonight. Real peace. Deep peace. The kind of peace that reaches hidden places inside you and whispers, "You are safe now. You are protected now. You can finally breathe again." And maybe that is exactly what your heart has needed most. Not more answers. Not more striving. Not more control. But comfort. Stillness. The quiet reassurance that God remains beside you through every uncertain moment of life. Even now, while your eyes grow heavier, He watches over you carefully, protecting your home, protecting your sleep, protecting your weary heart. Nothing slips beyond His loving attention. Nothing escapes His care. So your soul no longer needs to stay awake trying to manage everything alone. The future can rest in God's hands tonight. Tomorrow can rest in God's hands tonight. Every unanswered question can rest there too. And because of that, you can sleep peacefully. The night continues growing deeper, quieter, more beautiful. The silence feels warm instead of empty. The darkness feels gentle instead of frightening. Everything around you seems wrapped in calmness. And deep inside, your soul is wrapped in calmness too. Your breathing grows slower with every passing moment. Your thoughts drift farther into the distance. Your body relaxes more completely. Even your heartbeat feels peaceful now. Steady. Soft. Still. This is where healing begins quietly. Not in rushing. Not in fear. But in sacred rest. In allowing yourself to become fully still beneath the loving presence of God. So let yourself drift now. Farther into softness. Farther into peace. Farther into deep and healing sleep. The stars above remain faithful. The moon continues shining softly across the earth. And beneath that beautiful night sky, you are completely safe. Completely protected. completely loved. Now rest. And let the gentle peace of God carry you peacefully through the remainder of this quiet night. The night is so quiet now. So deeply quiet, that it almost feels like the world itself has fallen asleep beneath the stars. Everything around you rests peacefully. The sky stretches endlessly above the earth. Soft clouds drift slowly through the darkness. Moonlight settles gently across the world below. And here, in this calm and sacred moment, your soul is resting too. Not perfectly, not all at once, but softly, little by little. You are letting go. The worries that once felt loud have become distant now. The tension inside your chest has loosened. Your breathing has slowed into peaceful rhythm. Even your thoughts feel quieter, as though they no longer have the strength to race endlessly through your mind. And that is okay. You do not need to force anything tonight. Rest comes gently. Peace comes gently. Healing comes gently too. God has not rushed your weary heart. He has stayed beside you patiently through every anxious thought, every restless night, every moment when your spirit felt too tired to keep carrying so much alone. And even now, His presence remains steady, like soft light glowing quietly in the darkness, like calm waves beneath a moonlit sky, like stars faithfully shining through the night. You are safe here, truly safe. Not because every uncertainty has disappeared. Not because life suddenly became simple. But because God remains near through all of it. Near through fear. Near through exhaustion. Near through uncertainty. Near through every hidden emotion you carry silently inside your heart. Nothing about your struggles has pushed Him away. Nothing about your tiredness has made Him distant. He still watches over you lovingly, still comforts you gently, still holds your spirit with tenderness. And tonight, your soul no longer needs to stay afraid. You no longer need to prepare yourself for every possible problem. You no longer need to keep replaying tomorrow inside your mind. The future can wait. The unanswered questions can wait. This quiet night belongs to rest now, to peace, to stillness. The stars continue glowing softly above you, steady and calm. And perhaps your heart is becoming steady too. Not perfectly fearless, not completely free from every concern, but calmer now, softer now, less burdened. Because little by little, God is teaching your soul how to rest safely again. There is something deeply healing about this stillness. Something sacred about allowing yourself to finally stop striving. The world asks so much from your heart sometimes. So much thinking. So much pressure. So much emotional weight. But tonight, you are allowed to become quiet. Allowed to simply breathe. Allowed to let your tired spirit rest beneath the loving care of God. So breathe deeply again. Slow and peaceful. And feel the calmness surrounding you completely. Feel your body relaxing even more. Feel your thoughts drifting farther into silence. Feel your soul becoming lighter with every passing moment. Everything feels softer now. The darkness feels comforting. The silence feels warm. The night itself feels safe. And God's presence fills every part of it gently. You are not alone tonight. Not alone with your thoughts. Not alone with your fears. Not alone with the emotions you struggle to explain. God remains near through every quiet breath, watching over you patiently, protecting your peace carefully, holding your weary heart with love that never grows tired. And maybe tonight, your spirit is finally realizing it does not need to stay trapped in fear forever. Because even here, in the middle of uncertainty, peace is still possible. Rest is still possible. Healing is still possible. God's presence makes those things possible. Even now, while sleep slowly draws closer, your soul is becoming calmer. The fear feels farther away. The anxiety feels quieter. The pressure no longer feels so sharp inside your chest. Everything inside you is slowly settling into stillness. Like snow falling gently through the night. Like waves becoming calm after a storm. Like clouds drifting peacefully across the sky beneath the moonlight. There is no need to resist rest anymore. No need to stay emotionally awake trying to control every outcome. God is already holding tomorrow safely in His hands. And He will still be faithful when morning comes. So tonight, you can sleep peacefully. You can let your breathing slow naturally. You can allow your eyelids to grow heavy. You can surrender your fears softly into the care of God. The heavens above remain quiet and beautiful. The stars continue shining faithfully. The world rests peacefully beneath the night sky. And beneath that same peaceful heaven, you are resting too. Protected, comforted, loved deeply. Nothing can separate you from the gentle presence of God tonight. Nothing can remove His loving attention from your life. Even while you sleep, He remains near, watching over every unseen detail, guarding your heart with tenderness, surrounding your spirit with peace deeper than fear. So let yourself drift farther now, deeper into quietness, deeper into softness, deeper into healing sleep. The night grows darker, but your soul grows lighter. Your breathing grows slower. Your thoughts grow softer. Everything inside you is becoming wonderfully still. And in this stillness, peace finally settles over your weary heart like soft moonlight. Warm, gentle, safe. Now rest. And allow the calm presence of God to carry you peacefully through the remainder of this beautiful night. The night feels endlessly calm now, as though time itself has slowed down around you. The stars remain quietly scattered across the heavens. The moon continues shining softly over the sleeping world. Clouds drift peacefully through the darkness without hurry. Everything feels still. Everything feels gentle. And deep inside, your soul is becoming gentle too. The heaviness you carried earlier no longer feels as sharp. The thoughts that once moved so quickly now drift slowly in the distance. Even your breathing feels softer, deeper, calmer. This is the quietness your heart has been longing for. Not noise. Not pressure. Not endless thinking. But peace. Simple peace. The kind that settles silently over tired souls during quiet nights like this. And God is still here beside you. Faithfully. Tenderly. Lovingly. He has not left you alone with your fears. Not for a single moment. Even in the nights when anxiety felt louder than hope. He stayed. Even in the moments when your mind felt exhausted from carrying too much. He stayed. Even when you struggled to feel calm. His presence remained steady. Like moonlight shining gently through darkness. Like stars remaining in the sky through every passing night. And tonight, His peace is wrapping itself around your spirit more deeply than before. You no longer need to hold on to fear so tightly. You no longer need to keep carrying emotional weight into every quiet moment. God is giving your weary heart permission to finally rest. So breathe slowly again, deep and peaceful, and let your body relax completely. Feel the softness beneath you. Feel the calmness surrounding you. Feel the stillness flowing gently through your mind. Everything is becoming quieter now. More distant. More peaceful. The world outside feels far away. Tomorrow feels far away. The pressure feels far away. And here, in this peaceful moment with God, your soul is safe. Truly safe. Perhaps your heart has spent so long surviving that rest started to feel unfamiliar. Sometimes people become so used to stress, so used to overthinking. The world asks so much from your heart sometimes. So much thinking. So much pressure. So much emotional weight. But tonight, you are allowed to become quiet. Allowed to simply breathe. Allowed to let your tired spirit rest beneath the loving care of God. So breathe deeply again. Slow and peaceful. And feel the calmness surrounding you completely. Feel your body relaxing even more. Feel your thoughts drifting farther into silence. Feel your soul becoming lighter with every passing moment. Everything feels softer now. The darkness feels comforting. The silence feels warm. The night itself feels safe. And God's presence fills every part of it gently. You are not alone tonight. Not alone with your thoughts. Not alone with your fears. Not alone with the emotions you struggle to explain. God remains near through every quiet breath, watching over you patiently, protecting your peace carefully, holding your weary heart with love that never grows tired. And maybe tonight, your spirit is finally realizing it does not need to stay trapped in fear forever. Because even here, in the middle of uncertainty, peace is still possible. Rest is still possible. Healing is still possible. God's presence makes those things possible. Even now, while sleep slowly draws closer, your soul is becoming calmer. The fear feels farther away. The anxiety feels quieter. The pressure no longer feels so sharp inside your chest. Everything inside you is slowly settling into stillness. Like snow falling gently through the night. like waves becoming calm after a storm, like clouds drifting peacefully across the sky beneath the moonlight. There is no need to resist rest anymore. No need to stay emotionally awake trying to control every outcome. God is already holding tomorrow safely in His hands. And He will still be faithful when morning comes. So tonight, you can sleep peacefully. You can let your breathing slow naturally. You can allow your eyelids to grow heavy. You can surrender your fears softly into the care of God. The heavens above remain quiet and beautiful. The stars continue shining faithfully. The world rests peacefully beneath the night sky. And beneath that same peaceful heaven, you are resting too. Protected, comforted, loved deeply. Nothing can separate you from the gentle presence of God tonight. Nothing can remove His loving attention from your life. Even while you sleep, He remains near, watching over every unseen detail, guarding your heart with tenderness, surrounding your spirit with peace deeper than fear. So let yourself drift farther now, deeper into quietness, deeper into softness, deeper into healing sleep. The night grows darker, but your soul grows lighter. Your breathing grows slower. Your thoughts grow softer. Everything inside you is becoming wonderfully still. And in this stillness, peace finally settles over your weary heart like soft moonlight. Warm, gentle, safe. Now rest. And allow the calm presence of God to carry you peacefully through the remainder of this beautiful night. The night feels endlessly calm now, as though time itself has slowed down around you. The stars remain quietly scattered across the heavens. The moon continues shining softly over the sleeping world. Clouds drift peacefully through the darkness without hurry. Everything feels still. Everything feels gentle. And deep inside, your soul is becoming gentle too. The heaviness you carried earlier no longer feels as sharp. The thoughts that once moved so quickly now drift slowly in the distance. Even your breathing feels softer, deeper, calmer. This is the quietness your heart has been longing for. Not noise, not pressure, not endless thinking, but peace. Simple peace. The kind that settles silently over tired souls during quiet nights like this. And God is still here beside you. Faithfully, tenderly, lovingly. He has not left you alone with your fears. Not for a single moment. Even in the nights when anxiety felt louder than hope, He stayed. Even in the moments when your mind felt exhausted from carrying too much, He stayed. Even when you struggled to feel calm, His presence remained steady, like moonlight shining gently through darkness, like stars remaining in the sky through every passing night. And tonight, His peace is wrapping itself around your spirit more deeply than before. You no longer need to hold on to fear so tightly. You no longer need to keep carrying emotional weight into every quiet moment. God is giving your weary heart permission to finally rest. So breathe slowly again, deep and peaceful, and let your body relax completely. Feel the softness beneath you. Feel the calmness surrounding you. Feel the stillness flowing gently through your mind. Everything is becoming quieter now. More distant. More peaceful. The world outside feels far away. Tomorrow feels far away. The pressure feels far away. And here, in this peaceful moment with God, your soul is safe. Truly safe. Perhaps your heart has spent so long surviving that rest started to feel unfamiliar. Sometimes people become so used to stress, so used to overthinking, so used to emotional tension, that stillness almost feels strange at first. But tonight, God is slowly teaching your spirit how to feel safe in peace again. Safe in silence. Safe in stillness. Safe enough to stop bracing for what might go wrong. You do not need to stay emotionally prepared for every possible fear tonight. You do not need to keep replaying every uncertain thought. The future belongs to God. And He is already there. Already preparing grace for tomorrow. Already holding the moments you cannot control. Already surrounding your life with care you cannot fully see yet. So your soul can loosen its grip now. Little by little. Breath by breath. Everything does not need to be solved before you sleep. You are allowed to rest even while life remains imperfect. Allowed to become still even while questions remain unanswered. Allowed to sleep peacefully while God continues working quietly beyond what you can see. And He is working. Even now. While the stars shine above you. While the earth rests quietly beneath the night sky. While your tired mind slowly drifts deeper into calmness. God is still caring for every detail of your life with tenderness. Nothing has been forgotten. Nothing has been abandoned. Nothing about your future is beyond His loving attention. And because of that, you can rest tonight without fear. Without carrying tomorrow on your shoulders. Without holding yourself tightly together anymore. The pressure is leaving your body now. The tension inside your chest continues melting away softly. Your breathing grows slower. Your eyelids feel heavier. Your thoughts become softer and quieter with every passing moment. Everything inside you is settling into peace. A deep peace. A healing peace. The kind of peace that quiets the nervous heart and comforts the exhausted mind. And maybe, for the first time in a long while, your soul is beginning to feel truly safe again. Safe enough to let go. Safe enough to trust. Safe enough to sleep deeply beneath the loving presence of God. The night itself feels holy now. Like heaven has wrapped the world in calmness. The silence no longer feels empty. It feels comforting. Warm. Gentle. And God's love fills every quiet part of this night. You are being watched over carefully. Protected tenderly. Held lovingly. Nothing can separate you from His care tonight. Not fear. Not uncertainty. Not the anxious thoughts that once kept your spirit restless. God's peace is greater than all of it. Stronger than all of it. Softer than all of it. So let yourself drift deeper now. Farther away from worry. Farther away from tension. Farther into rest. The stars continue glowing faithfully above. The clouds move slowly through the heavens. The earth sleeps peacefully beneath the moonlight. And beneath that same peaceful sky, You are resting too. Calm. Safe. Protected. Deeply loved. Your soul no longer needs to fight for peace tonight. Peace is already here. Quietly surrounding you. Quietly healing you. Quietly carrying you toward deep and peaceful sleep. So breathe softly once more. And allow your thoughts to fade gently into silence. Allow your heart to become completely still. Allow the loving presence of God to comfort every tired place inside you. And as sleep finally carries you fully into rest, may your spirit remain wrapped in calmness through every quiet moment of this beautiful night. The night has become beautifully silent now. So silent that even your thoughts seem to whisper softly instead of racing. Everything feels slower, gentler, calmer. The world outside rests beneath the stars without striving. The moon blows quietly across the darkness. Clouds move peacefully through the heavens. And your soul is learning to move peacefully too. You no longer need to carry the heaviness of the day. It can finally rest. All the pressure, all the mental exhaustion, all the hidden tension inside your chest, it does not need to follow you deeper into this night. God is here. And His presence feels softer now than ever before. Like warm light resting quietly over your heart. Like calm water beneath a midnight sky. Like gentle hands comforting a weary soul. So breathe slowly once more. Deep and peaceful. Allowing every breath to release more tension from inside you. Feel your body growing heavier with rest. Feel your mind becoming quieter with every passing moment. Feel the calmness settling deeper into your spirit. You are safe here. Safe enough to stop thinking so hard. Safe enough to stop carrying every burden alone. Safe enough to become completely still. And maybe that stillness is exactly what your heart has needed for so long. Not more noise. Not more fear. Not more pressure. Just peace. Deep and healing peace. The kind that reaches hidden places inside the soul and gently whispers, "You can rest now." You no longer need to stay emotionally alert tonight. You no longer need to prepare yourself for every possible outcome. God is already watching over tomorrow. Already holding every unanswered question in His loving hands. Already surrounding your future with grace you cannot yet fully see. And because He is faithful, your spirit can finally loosen its grip on fear. Little by little, breath by breath, the stars above remain steady and quiet. A beautiful reminder that even in darkness, light continues shining faithfully. And God's love shines faithfully over your life too. Even in uncertainty. Even in weakness. Even in moments when your soul feels tired beyond words. He has not grown distant from you. He has not forgotten your heart. He remains near. Closer than the silence surrounding you tonight. Closer than your breathing. Closer than the thoughts slowly fading deeper into rest. And tonight, His peace is covering you completely. The fear feels quieter now. The anxiety feels farther away. The endless mental noise has softened into stillness. Everything inside you is becoming calm. Almost weightless. Almost floating gently beneath the quiet beauty of the night. Sleep is very close now. softly waiting for your weary mind to surrender fully into peace. There is no need to resist it. No need to hold on to the day any longer. You have carried enough. Truly enough. Now your soul deserves rest. Sacred rest. Healing rest. The kind of rest that restores tired hearts slowly and gently. And while you sleep tonight, God will remain awake beside you, watching over every breath, watching over every quiet moment, watching over every unseen detail of your life with tenderness. Nothing escapes His loving care. Nothing slips beyond His protection. You are fully held tonight, fully protected, fully loved. The night itself feels wrapped in calmness now. The silence feels comforting instead of empty. The darkness feels peaceful instead of uncertain. Everything around you seems softened by the gentle presence of God. And little by little, your spirit is softening too. The tension leaves your shoulders completely. Your heartbeat feels slower and steady. Your eyelids grow heavy with peaceful sleepiness. Your thoughts drift farther and farther away, like distant clouds disappearing across the horizon beneath the moonlight. There is nothing left to carry tonight. Nothing left to solve. Nothing left to fear. Only peace now. Only rest now. Only the quiet and faithful love of God surrounding your soul. And perhaps, somewhere deep inside, your heart is finally remembering what it feels like to be truly cared for. Not rushed. Not pressured. Not expected to hold everything together. Just loved gently. Loved patiently. Loved completely. That love is holding you now. Holding your tired spirit carefully through this peaceful night. And beneath the stars above, beneath the endless sky, your soul is finally becoming still. Completely still. The night grows deeper. The world becomes quieter. And sleep wraps itself softly around your weary mind like warm light fading gently into darkness. So breathe softly once more. And let yourself drift fully into rest now. Let your thoughts disappear into peace. Let your fears dissolve into silence. Let every part of your spirit become calm beneath the loving presence of God. Tomorrow can wait until morning. Tonight belongs to peace. Tonight belongs to healing. Tonight belongs to rest. And as the heavens remain peaceful above you, may your soul remain peaceful within you. Safe. Comforted. Protected. Deeply loved. Now sleep gently. And let the quiet presence of God carry you peacefully through the remainder of this beautiful night. The night is deeply peaceful now. So peaceful that it almost feels as though heaven itself has drawn near to comfort your weary soul. Everything around you rests quietly beneath the stars. The moon shines softly over the sleeping earth. The darkness no longer feels heavy. It feels gentle, warm, safe. And your spirit is becoming safe too. Little by little, your heart is learning how to rest again. Not through effort, not through control, but through surrender. Through allowing yourself to be held gently by the presence of God. Your breathing is calm now, slow and steady, like soft waves moving quietly beneath moonlight. Your body feels heavy with peaceful tiredness. Your thoughts drift farther away with every passing moment. And the worries that once felt overwhelming no longer seem so close. They are fading softly into the distance now. Because peace is taking their place. Deep peace. Quiet peace. Healing peace. The kind of peace your soul has been searching for through so many restless nights. And God remains here beside you. Faithful as always. Tender as always. His love has never stopped surrounding you. Even during difficult days. Even during anxious nights. Even during moments when your heart felt emotionally exhausted and alone. He stayed near. Quietly near. Lovingly near. And tonight, He remains near. Closer than the silence surrounding you tonight. Closer than your breathing. Closer than the thoughts slowly fading deeper into rest. And tonight, His peace is covering you completely. The fear feels quieter now. The anxiety feels farther away. The endless mental noise has softened into stillness. Everything inside you is becoming calm. Almost weightless. Almost floating gently beneath the quiet beauty of the night. Sleep is very close now. Softly waiting for your weary mind to surrender fully into peace. There is no need to resist it. No need to hold on to the day any longer. You have carried enough. Truly enough. Now your soul deserves rest. Sacred rest. Healing rest. The kind of rest that restores tired hearts slowly and gently. And while you sleep tonight, God will remain awake beside you, watching over every breath, watching over every quiet moment, watching over every unseen detail of your life with tenderness. Nothing escapes His loving care. Nothing slips beyond His protection. You are fully held tonight. Fully protected. Fully loved. The night itself feels wrapped in calmness now. The silence feels comforting instead of empty. The darkness feels peaceful instead of uncertain. Everything around you seems softened by the gentle presence of God. And little by little, your spirit is softening too. The tension leaves your shoulders completely. Your heartbeat feels slower and steady. Your eyelids grow heavy with peaceful sleepiness. Your thoughts drift farther and farther away. like distant clouds disappearing across the horizon beneath the moonlight. There is nothing left to carry tonight. Nothing left to solve. Nothing left to fear. Only peace now. Only rest now. Only the quiet and faithful love of God surrounding your soul. And perhaps, somewhere deep inside, your heart is finally remembering what it feels like to be truly cared for. Not rushed. Not pressured. Not expected to hold everything together. Just loved gently. Loved patiently. Loved completely. That love is holding you now. Holding your tired spirit carefully through this peaceful night. And beneath the stars above, beneath the endless sky, your soul is finally becoming still. Completely still. The night grows deeper. The world becomes quieter. And sleep wraps itself softly around your weary mind like warm light fading gently into darkness. So breathe softly once more. And let yourself drift fully into rest now. Let your thoughts disappear into peace. Let your fears dissolve into silence. Let every part of your spirit become calm beneath the loving presence of God. Tomorrow can wait until morning. Tonight belongs to peace. Tonight belongs to healing. Tonight belongs to rest. And as the heavens remain peaceful above you, may your soul remain peaceful within you. Safe. Comforted, protected, deeply loved. Now sleep gently. And let the quiet presence of God carry you peacefully through the remainder of this beautiful night. The night is deeply peaceful now. So peaceful that it almost feels as though heaven itself has drawn near to comfort your weary soul. Everything around you rests quietly beneath the stars. The moon shines softly over the sleeping earth. The darkness no longer feels heavy. It feels gentle, warm, safe. And your spirit is becoming safe too. Little by little. Your heart is learning how to rest again. Not through effort. Not through control. But through surrender. Through allowing yourself to be held gently by the presence of God. Your breathing is calm now. Slow and steady. Like soft waves moving quietly beneath moonlight. Your body feels heavy with peaceful tiredness. Your thoughts drift farther away with every passing moment. And the worries that once felt overwhelming no longer seem so close. They are fading softly into the distance now. Because peace is taking their place. Deep peace. Quiet peace. Healing peace. The kind of peace your soul has been searching for through so many restless nights. And God remains here beside you. Faithful as always. Tender as always. His love has never stopped surrounding you. Even during difficult days. Even during anxious nights. Even during moments when your heart felt emotionally exhausted and alone. He stayed near, quietly near, lovingly near. And tonight, His presence is calming every tired place inside you, every fearful thought, every hidden sadness, every heavy emotion you carried silently into this evening. Nothing inside you is too broken for His tenderness. Nothing inside you is too exhausted for His comfort. He sees all of it with compassion. And slowly, that compassion is helping your soul finally become still. The stars continue glowing softly in the heavens above. Clouds drift peacefully across the sky. The world itself seems wrapped in sacred calmness. And beneath that same peaceful sky, you are resting safely too. There is no danger here. No pressure waiting for you. No expectation demanding your strength tonight. Only rest. Only stillness. Only the gentle and faithful care of God surrounding your spirit completely. Perhaps your soul has spent too long carrying burdens that were never meant to belong to you. Fear about the future. Pressure to stay strong. Worry that never allowed your mind to fully rest. But tonight, God is lifting those burdens from your tired heart little by little. You no longer need to carry tomorrow inside your chest. You no longer need to stay awake trying to control every outcome. God is already there ahead of you. Already preparing grace for the morning. Already surrounding your life with care deeper than you can fully understand right now. And because He is faithful, you can finally rest without fear. Your spirit no longer needs to stay trapped in tension. No longer needs to stay guarded against every possible pain. Tonight, you are safe enough to sleep deeply. Safe enough to let your thoughts go quiet. Safe enough to surrender fully into peace. And that peace is flowing gently through every part of you now. Through your breathing. Through your heartbeat. Through your weary mind. Everything inside you is softening beautifully. The anxiety grows dimmer. The overthinking slows down. The emotional heaviness melts away quietly into the night. Sleep is very near now. Closer than before. Soft and comforting. Like warm light fading gently into darkness. Like calm rain falling far away beneath the stars. Like clouds drifting endlessly across a peaceful sky. There is no need to resist rest anymore. Your soul deserves this peace. Deserves this stillness. Deserves this quiet healing moment with God. And even while you sleep, His love will continue surrounding you faithfully. Watching over your home. Watching over your heart. Watching over every unseen detail of your life with tenderness. Nothing escapes His loving attention. Nothing separates you from His care. You are fully held tonight. Fully protected. Fully loved. The silence feels softer now. The darkness feels comforting now. Everything around you seems wrapped in sacred calmness. And somewhere deep inside, your spirit is wrapped in calmness too. The tension is completely leaving your body. Your eyelids feel heavy and warm. Your breathing becomes even slower. Even your thoughts feel sleepy now. Quietly drifting farther away beneath the peaceful night sky. There is nothing left to fear tonight. Nothing left to solve tonight. Nothing left to carry tonight. Only peace now. Only stillness now. Only the gentle presence of God holding your soul carefully through the night. So let yourself drift deeper. Farther into quietness. Farther into softness. Farther into healing sleep. The stars remain steady above you. The heavens remain peaceful. And beneath that endless sky, you are resting safely in the loving care of God. Tomorrow will come in its own time. And when morning arrives, His presence will still be there beside you. Still faithful. Still loving. Still guiding you gently forward. But for now, rest. Simply rest. Let every anxious thought dissolve into silence. Let every fearful feeling fade into peace. Let your soul become completely still beneath the calm and beautiful presence of God. And as sleep finally carries you fully into deep rest, may your heart remain wrapped in comfort, your mind wrapped in peace, and your spirit wrapped in perfect safety through every quiet moment of this beautiful night. The night has become wonderfully deep now. Quiet beyond words. Soft beyond understanding. Everything around you feels wrapped in peaceful stillness. The stars continue shining faithfully in the heavens. The moon blows gently above the sleeping earth. Clouds drift slowly through the darkness without fear or hurry. And here, beneath this calm and beautiful night, your soul is finally resting too. Your breathing feels slow now. Steady. Peaceful. Your body feels heavy with sleep. Your thoughts no longer rush endlessly through your mind. Everything inside you is becoming quiet. Softly quiet. Beautifully quiet. And maybe this is the moment your heart has needed for a very long time. A moment without pressure. Without striving. Without carrying emotional weight all alone. Just resting gently in the loving presence of God. He is still here beside you. Still watching over you with tenderness. Still surrounding your spirit with peace deeper than fear. Nothing about your exhaustion has pushed Him away. Nothing about your anxious thoughts has made Him distant. He remains faithful. Always faithful. And tonight, His peace feels closer than ever. Like warm light surrounding your weary heart. Like soft rain falling gently through the night. Like calm waters beneath the moonlight. Everything about His presence feels safe. Safe enough for your spirit to finally stop bracing itself. Safe enough for your mind to finally become still. Safe enough for your soul to surrender completely into rest. The worries that once felt so loud have become faint now. The fears that followed you into this evening no longer hold the same power. The tension inside your chest has softened. The pressure has lifted little by little. And deep inside, peace is quietly taking its place. Not loud peace. Not dramatic peace. But gentle peace. The kind that slowly settles over exhausted hearts during quiet nights like this. The kind that reminds your soul it no longer has to carry everything alone. Because God is carrying you tonight. Carrying your fears. Carrying your burdens. Carrying every hidden ache inside your spirit with loving care. You do not need to stay emotionally awake anymore. You do not need to protect yourself from every possible tomorrow. The future rests safely in God's hands. And because of that, you can sleep peacefully now. You can let your thoughts drift away softly beneath the stars. You can let your breathing become slower and deeper. You can let your heart finally rest. The night itself feels holy now, like heaven has covered the earth in calmness. The silence feels warm instead of empty. The darkness feels comforting instead of uncertain. Everything around you whispers peace. And slowly, your soul is listening. Your spirit is remembering what safety feels like. Real safety. Not temporary comfort. Not fragile calmness. But deep rest in the presence of a faithful God who never leaves you alone. Even now, while your eyelids grow heavier, He remains near, watching over every quiet breath, watching over every sleeping moment, watching over your heart with tenderness too beautiful for words. Nothing escapes His loving attention. Nothing can separate you from His care tonight. You are fully protected, fully comforted, fully loved. The stars above continue shining softly through the darkness, steady and calm. A reminder that even during dark seasons, light still remains, hope still remains, God still remains, always. And tonight, His peace is surrounding every tired part of you gently. The anxious thoughts continue fading farther away. The emotional heaviness disappears softly into the silence. Your body relaxes more completely. Your spirit grows lighter and lighter with every passing breath. Everything inside you is surrendering beautifully into stillness. There is no more striving now. No more rushing. No more carrying the day upon your shoulders. Only rest now. Only peace now. Only the quiet and healing presence of God surrounding your soul completely. So let yourself drift deeper. Deeper into softness. Deeper into silence. Deeper into sleep. The world outside continues resting beneath the moonlight. The heavens remain peaceful above you. And beneath that beautiful sky, you are safe. Completely safe. Held carefully inside the loving hands of God. Tomorrow can wait until morning. Every unanswered question can wait until morning. Tonight belongs to peace. Tonight belongs to healing. Tonight belongs to rest. And as sleep finally carries you fully into deep and peaceful stillness, may every fearful thought dissolve completely into calmness. May every anxious feeling melt gently into silence. May your spirit remain wrapped in comfort through every quiet hour of this beautiful night. Rest now. Softly. Peacefully. Without fear. For God remains beside you. Faithful through every breath. Through every dream. Through every quiet moment until morning light arrives once again. The night is carrying you deeper into peace now. Deeper into stillness. deeper into rest. Everything feels softer than before. The silence around you is gentle. The darkness feels calm and safe. Even the air itself seems filled with quiet comfort. And your soul is resting inside that comfort now. Your breathing moves slowly, steady and peaceful, like soft waves beneath a sky full of stars. Your body feels completely relaxed, heavy with sleep, free from tension. Your thoughts drift farther away with every passing moment, becoming quieter, slower, softer, and little by little, your heart is finally letting go. Letting go of the pressure. Letting go of the fear. Letting go of the endless need to hold everything together. Tonight, you no longer have to carry the weight of the world. God is carrying you instead. Gently, lovingly, faithfully. He remains beside you in this quiet night, watching over you with tenderness deeper than words, protecting your peace, guarding your rest, holding every tired part of your spirit with care. And because His presence is here, you are safe enough to sleep deeply, safe enough to surrender fully into calmness. The stars continue shining softly above the earth. Clouds drift peacefully through the heavens. The moon rests quietly in the sky. Everything in creation seems unafraid tonight. Still, calm, at peace. And beneath that same peaceful sky, your soul is becoming peaceful too. The anxious thoughts no longer feel close. The emotional heaviness no longer feels sharp. Everything inside you is settling softly into stillness, like snow falling quietly through the night, like warm light fading gently into darkness, like rain slowing to silence beneath the moonlight. There is nothing left to fear here. Nothing left to solve tonight. Nothing left to prove. Only rest now. Only healing now. Only the faithful presence of God surrounding your heart completely. Perhaps your spirit has needed this quietness more than you realized. The world can become so loud sometimes, so demanding, so exhausting. And after carrying stress for too long, the soul begins longing for a place where it can finally breathe again. Tonight, God has become that safe place for you. A place where your heart can stop racing. A place where your mind can finally grow still. A place where your spirit no longer needs to stay guarded. You are safe here. Completely safe. God's love surrounds every corner of this night. His peace fills every silent moment. His tenderness rests gently upon your weary soul. And even while you sleep, He will remain faithful, watching over every breath, watching over every dream, watching over every unseen detail of your life with perfect care. Nothing escapes His loving attention. Nothing can separate you from His comfort tonight. The heavens remain calm above you. The stars continue shining faithfully. The world sleeps peacefully beneath the moonlight. And now, your soul is sleeping peacefully too. Your eyelids feel heavier. Your thoughts feel farther away. Your breathing becomes slower with every moment. Everything inside you is surrendering fully into rest. The fear is gone now. The tension is gone now. The overthinking fades softly into silence. Only peace remains. Deep and beautiful peace. The kind of peace that reaches the deepest places inside the heart and gently whispers, "You are loved. You are protected. You are safe." And maybe tonight, that is all your spirit truly needed to hear. Not more answers. Not more striving. Not more control. Just reassurance. Gentle reassurance that God remains beside you through every season of life. Through every uncertainty. Through every quiet night. Through every tired moment when your heart needed comfort the most. And He is comforting you now. Softly. Patiently. Lovingly. The night grows even quieter. As though the whole world has faded into stillness beneath heaven. Your body rests peacefully now. Your spirit feels light and calm. Your thoughts drift farther and farther into silence. Sleep is carrying you gently now. Like calm waters beneath the stars. Like soft clouds floating endlessly through the sky. Like peaceful light resting over the earth before dawn. There is no need to resist this rest. No need to stay awake carrying burdens any longer. God is holding everything safely tonight. And because He is faithful, your soul can finally become completely still. So breathe softly one last time. Slow and peaceful. And let yourself drift fully into deep sleep now. The stars above remain steady. The heavens remain calm. And beneath that beautiful and endless night sky, you are resting safely in the loving presence of God. Protected. Comforted. Deeply loved. Now sleep peacefully. And let the quiet peace of heaven carry you gently through the remainder of this sacred night. The night is very still now. So still that every breath feels wrapped in peace. The world outside continues resting quietly beneath the stars. The moon shines softly across the sleeping earth. Clouds drift slowly through the heavens like gentle dreams moving through the darkness. Everything feels calm. Everything feels safe. And deep inside, your soul feels safe too. Your breathing is slow and peaceful now. Your body feels completely relaxed beneath the quietness of the night. Your thoughts have become soft and distant, like whispers fading farther and farther away. There is no more pressure here. No more striving. No more fear pulling at your heart. Only rest. Only stillness. Only the loving presence of God gently surrounding you. And perhaps for the first time in a long while, your spirit is finally understanding that it does not need to carry every burden alone. God has always been near. Even in anxious nights. Even in uncertain seasons. Even in moments when your heart felt too tired to keep holding everything together. He never left. Not once. His love remains steady through every hidden struggle. Through every silent tear. Through every exhausting thought you carried quietly inside yourself. And tonight, that love is holding you gently through this peaceful darkness. Holding your fears until they fade into silence. holding your worries until they lose their weight, holding your weary soul with tenderness deeper than words. The stars continue glowing softly above you. Faithful, quiet, beautiful. And God's care for you remains just as faithful, just as steady, just as gentle. Nothing about this night needs to feel frightening anymore, because you are not alone here. Heaven itself feels near tonight. The calmness surrounding you feels sacred. The silence feels comforting instead of empty. The darkness feels soft instead of uncertain. Everything around you whispers peace. And your spirit is listening. Listening to the quiet reassurance that you are protected, that you are safe, that you are deeply loved by God. So breathe slowly again, deep and calm, allowing every breath to carry you farther into rest. Feel the remaining tension disappear from your body completely. Feel your heartbeat settling into peaceful rhythm. Feel your thoughts dissolving softly into stillness. Sleep is very close now, closer than ever before. Your soul no longer needs to fight for peace. Peace has already found you. It surrounds you now like warm light beneath the night sky. It fills every tired corner of your heart gently. It quiets every fearful thought softly. And maybe tonight, your spirit finally understands that rest is not weakness. Rest is healing. Rest is trust. Rest is allowing God to carry what your heart no longer needs to hold alone. And He is carrying you beautifully tonight. With patience. With kindness. With endless love. Nothing about your future is beyond His care. Nothing about your life has been forgotten. Even while you sleep, God continues watching over every unseen detail with tenderness, protecting your heart, protecting your peace, protecting your rest. You are fully safe in His presence tonight. The heavens above remain calm and endless. The stars shine steadily through the darkness. The earth rests peacefully beneath the moonlight. And beneath that same peaceful sky, your soul is resting too. Softly, completely, without fear. The anxiety has faded now. The overthinking has grown quiet. The emotional heaviness has melted gently into the silence of the night. Everything inside you feels lighter, calmer, still. This is where your weary heart finally begins healing deeply. Not through effort, not through control, but through peaceful surrender. Through allowing yourself to become completely still in the presence of God. And as sleep carries you deeper now, the world feels farther away. Tomorrow feels farther away. Every burden feels farther away. Only peace remains close. Only love remains close. Only the gentle nearness of God remains surrounding your spirit. So let your thoughts drift softly into dreams now. Let your breathing remain slow and peaceful. Let your soul rest beneath the calm beauty of heaven. The night is holding you gently. God is holding you gently too. and through every quiet hour until morning. His faithful presence will remain beside you, watching over you lovingly, protecting you completely, comforting you deeply. The stars above continue shining softly. The moon continues glowing quietly across the earth. And beneath that endless peaceful sky, you are safe. Completely safe. Completely loved. Completely at rest. Now sleep peacefully. And let the gentle peace of God carry your soul through the remainder of this beautiful and sacred night. The night is completely peaceful now. Quiet beyond words. Soft beyond understanding. Everything around you rests beneath the gentle glow of heaven. The stars remain steady above the sleeping earth. The moon shines calmly through the darkness. Clouds drift slowly across the endless sky. Unhurried. Silent. At peace. And now, your soul is fully entering that peace too. Your breathing is slow and deep. Your body feels warm and heavy with rest. Your thoughts have grown distant and quiet, like soft echoes disappearing into the stillness of the night. There is nothing left to carry now. Nothing left to fear. Nothing left to hold on to so tightly. Only peace remains. Only rest remains. Only the faithful and loving presence of God surrounding you completely. And perhaps this is the moment your heart has been searching for through every restless night. A moment where everything finally becomes still. Where the anxiety no longer controls your thoughts. Where fear no longer grips your chest. Where your weary spirit no longer feels alone. Because tonight, God has been beside you through every breath, through every quiet moment, through every slow and peaceful step into rest. He never left your side. Not once. Even when your mind felt overwhelmed, He stayed. Even when your heart felt exhausted, He stayed. Even when fear tried to follow you into the darkness, His peace remained stronger, softer, gentler. And now, that peace rests over your soul completely like moonlight resting softly across calm waters. The night itself feels sacred, almost heavenly. The silence no longer feels empty. It feels comforting, safe, warm, like the entire world has been wrapped gently in the calm presence of God. And beneath that peaceful heaven, you are safe too. Completely safe. You no longer need to hold yourself together tonight. You no longer need to stay emotionally alert. You no longer need to carry tomorrow inside your thoughts. God is already there waiting in tomorrow with love and grace prepared for you. So your soul can finally let go now. Fully. Completely. Peacefully. Feel the last traces of tension leaving your body gently. Feel every anxious thought fading farther into silence. Feel your spirit becoming lighter with every slow breath. Everything inside you is quiet now. Still now. Resting now. The stars continue shining softly above you. steady and faithful. A reminder that even in darkness, light remains. And even in uncertain seasons, God remains. Always faithful. Always near. Always loving. Nothing can separate you from His care tonight. Nothing can pull you away from His gentle protection. You are held safely inside His presence, wrapped in comfort, wrapped in peace, wrapped in perfect love. And while you sleep tonight, God will continue watching over you tenderly, watching over every breath, watching over every dream, watching over every unseen detail of your life with patience and care. There is no fear left here now. Only stillness. Only calmness. Only deep and healing rest. The world outside sleeps peacefully beneath the moonlight. The heavens remain quiet and beautiful above you. And beneath that endless sky, your soul is finally resting without fear, without pressure, without striving. Simply resting in the beautiful peace of God. Your eyelids feel heavy now. Your breathing feels slow and effortless. Your thoughts have faded into soft silence. Everything inside you feels wonderfully calm. This is rest. Sacred rest. Healing rest. The kind of rest your soul has needed for so long. And tonight, heaven itself feels close enough to touch. The peace of God surrounds every part of you gently. His love covers every hidden fear. His presence quiets every remaining anxious thought. You are completely protected tonight. Completely comforted. Completely loved. So now, let yourself drift fully into deep and peaceful sleep. Let your spirit rest beneath the stars. Let your heart remain still beneath the quiet beauty of heaven. Let every fear dissolve completely into calmness. And through every peaceful hour until morning light returns, may the loving presence of God remain beside you, faithful through every breath, faithful through every dream, faithful through every quiet moment of this beautiful night. Sleep peacefully now. Sleep deeply. Sleep safely. For you are held gently in the perfect peace of God.